Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Animation Analysis.
And first, before anything else, please let us tell you to subscribe. Only a small fraction of our viewers are actually subscribed. And if you hit that sub button and that bell to turn on notifications, it would really help a lot.
Immortal, I'm gonna stop recording with you. And
Anyways, I'm Immortal.
And I'm Sam. And today we got another episode of Animation Analysis. This time we're looking at Thor vs. Vegeta. Now, before we get into this matchup, I'll let Immortal speak his thoughts on the matchup itself since he's the Dragon Ball guy.
For the most part, I think it's fine. It's not anything to completely blow me away, especially compared to past Dragon Ball matchups, or episodes, rather. But I think it's at the very least serviceable.
Yeah, same here. So with that said, let's get into the episode. Okay, and again, before we start, they are knocking it out of the park with these, backgrounds, man. These settings look beautiful.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I will say, Thor's box cycle here with the tree kind of looks a little choppy. But I think it really can't be.
Yeah.
I don't know how they fixed that, but anyway, because I'm not an animator, but yeah. Anyway, Super Dragon Ball Power. Okay.
Now, here's a bit of an error. And I think it's just the way they did this shot. Vegeta's hair is on top of everything.
Yeah.
It's in front of the aura, you can see it.
Yeah.
And it just looks weird.
Yeah, a couple of people I know that they overlayered it, like 2 layers of Vegeta's hair, but they didn't make one or the other. I think that honestly looks a little fine, but yeah, the fact that it's over the power-up aura is a little off-throwing. Okay,
okay, so
why does he have? Where is it? Why does he have Joker hair for 1 second?
Oh my god, shut up. I believe that's to be a reference to Dragon Ball Super Broly, where when Vegeta transforms, his hair turns green before turning Super Saiyan.
Oh, it does.
I don't know why it does it in the movie, but
okay, so no,
but it does.
I guess it's not a coloring error for some reason. Yeah. Okay.
Oh there, mighty warrior. What business havest thou upon Earth?
Okay, so now we reach another bit of an error. If you look closely at Thor's sprite, look at his right leg, the connecting between his the right leg to the rest of his body. You can see a small bit of Mjolnir sprite, the Mjolnir part of the sprite still there. They didn't edit that part out.
How do you know that's just not a second Mjolnir he keeps just in case?
I mean,
really, that is quite a noticeable error.
I would put it in a more comfortable spot than right next to your crotch, but okay, you do you, man. On side note, I think this is a perspective thing. I think a little bit of a perspective issue. This one's really minor, but honestly, it looks like Vegeta's a lot bigger than Thor in this shot. Probably because of the
He's
hair.
Closer to the screen, yeah.
There's that too.
Throw that hammer at me again, and my business will be polishing my gloves upon your face!
Okay.
Here's a personal issue.
Yeah.
Here's my big personal issue. Stop bringing the Team 4-star VAs outside of Team 4-star shit. It just bothers me a lot. They didn't do it with... they didn't grab Masako to voice Black. But here... I can understand wanting to bring Lani. At the very least with Lani, his Vegeta is fitting. But at the same time, because I've watched Abridged, I can only associate this Vegeta with that one.
I mean, from what my friends have told me, Abridged Vegeta's not that far off from canon.
I guess you can make that argument, but from someone who
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's
yeah, and also they
at this point it's
yeah. Also, they fixed up
at
Thor's
this point it's
sprite
just
here.
yeah. Yeah, that's just sort of my
Oh, yeah, another thing,
nitpicking. I apologize.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Another thing, the voice actor for Thor here, Jonas Scott, he previously voiced Thor in Thor vs. Wonder Woman. I'm a little more mixed on his performance here. I'll go into it a little later on when he goes into more of his lines.
Did that count?
One thing is, unlike in Thor vs. Wonder Woman, for some where Thor spoke like more in a normal accent, they gave him like a bit of like the old English type accent for this fight, which I am very mixed about. Yeah, and now we can finally get this fight. Okay, I'm gonna find an issue. Is it just me, or does Vegeta's punch here the impact last a little longer than it should? Like,
yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
just like Doom. There's like a second or two, and then Thor reels from it. We'll say, even though he hasn't landed a hit yet, you can really feel the weight behind the Mjolnir.
Kind of. I have trouble actually, feeling the weight.
Yeah, it's different for everyone. Anyways, Vegeta's first energy build. Okay, there's a thing I noticed. I don't know if this is on purpose, but you can I think they overlayered. You can actually see a second Vegeta sprite behind this one.
Yeah, I believe that's done for effect to create the effect of after images.
Yeah, I guess. But if they did that, they should have probably made it a little more transparent.
I guess, yeah.
Damnable cur! Thou fightst well for a mortal. Alas, you face a god!
And then he brings... I forgot the name of the axe in this. It's not Stormbreaker.
Oh my god, it's Stormbreaker! Can you believe it's Stormbreaker? He's using Stormbreaker.
Okay, and then there's another error here. When the big smoke explosion goes off, that boulder bit is layered a little bit in front of some of the explosion smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, and
there's something.
Hakai. Okay, I'll talk about the Sprite thing later. But yeah, the Hakai thing. I'm kind of disappointed Thor barely did anything with the axe. But then again, the axe used here is basically just a really durable battle axe that doesn't really have any major properties like Mjolnir does. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on. What you were gonna say?
I was actually gonna put up something, but then I'd be nitpicking about Toyotaro, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I do want to say something. I was not expecting Vegeta to just bust out blue right off the bat, or rather, Blue Evolution, which is bluer Super Saiyan Blue. But then, as I was watching this, I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
This is oh no for a different reason.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Okay, another thing that kind of annoys me about Hakai here is it's slow. First, it slowly erases it, then it just insta-gone. That kind of throws a bit of the flow off, but honestly, I think they.
Well, Hakai works in a lot of different ways in Dragon Ball. Okay. Sometimes it slowly erases, sometimes it's one of those weird
honestly,
things.
I could honestly see it as Vegeta Hakaiing, as this is taking too long, and then he just turns it up or something like that.
Yeah.
I have evolved beyond gods.
I do like that line.
Yeah, I was 90% sure they were gonna go with the "and what's a god to a non-believer" line. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't.
Yeah.
Also, Vegeta's this is what's the form called? Blue Evolve?
Its official name is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolution. I know it's a dumb name.
But I will say, the sprite work, I love the way it is, the hair is done here. The tone looks fantastic.
Oh yeah,
instead of making like all blue like regular, they added like slight indigo shades to like add a bit more of a depth to it. It looks really well done. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Evolved beyond gods.
Oh, there's a tiny mouth or tiny pixel things I don't like. These hits, they feel weak.
Yeah, they kind of do feel weak, but Lanny's delivery of the line here, is it a reference?
Play it again one more time.
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans, and you can burn in hell!
Actually, no. I believe the line comes from the Namek saga of Z.
Yeah.
So it's at least a nice little reference.
Yeah, but, yeah, like Lanny's delivery is on point as usual. Like right to the attack, and also the blitz animated nicely. Hits don't feel as impactful as they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
honestly, it feels like a similar case to another
okay, we'll
Dragon Ball versus the Marvel fight.
We'll save that for later. Anyway, and then the delivery of the attack.
Big Bang Attack!
Okay, and I think this one's a more unique case because this is more into energy control. I like how it kind of leads in because normally I'd imagine like if it wasn't absorbing, it would like land and then we get like a big explosion. They animated it slightly differently from what you would have expected for impact, so there's that.
It looks cool.
Yeah. the little scream Vegeta lets out when he's falling is hilarious.
Honestly, it is.
It's like... it's just so good.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get the Thor's delivery of the line of Thor here.
Thou art unworthy!
Really well done.
That sounds forced.
Yeah, it kind of does sound a bit forced. Like, the delivery's good, but, like, was there a point for Thor saying that? I mean, yeah, Vegeta's not lifting the hammer, but why bother saying that?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, it's not a bad option. I don't see why they had to do it at all. And then this leads into... Okay, before we talk about the elephant in the room, I really like the idea here how their power, the impact as well as their just power is so strong it's forcing water back around them. That's really cool.
It is.
And the water is also animated really well. Like, again, water is very difficult to animate, whether it's 2D or 3D. So, animating a Russian waterfall is really...
It's a good thing, but also is obscured by the auras.
Yeah.
In this shot.
Yeah. Which we can get to. The big elephant in the room. Yeah, like, well, now we see most of it, still looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, now feelings. I know Immortal has like feelings to say about Ultra Ego. We're not gonna talk about like Ultra Ego's usage in the Dragon Ball Super manga, but I want to say that this is a really cool introduction of Ultra Ego for the fight. I do have an issue with it.
I think this is the...
But yeah.
I think similar to when they did Naruto versus Ichigo, I think this is the first instance of Ultra Ego being animated in something.
Yeah. Like, yeah, same thing, yeah, like, they had a similar thing with, no, wait, they know Horizon, never mind, but anyways, yeah, like, the thing here, they do a really good, like, showing of Ultra Ego. Like, Thor headbutting, it does nothing, and
that is actually something he does. I believe that is something he actually would do in the manga when he fights.
Yeah, and then we get Thor brings Mjolnir. Vegeta shrugging off the strikes of Mjolnir. That just sets in.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to I know this one, what this one's a reference to, but this is a really good line.
Tell me, does a god such as yourself feel fear?
Yeah, that is such a good delivery. Now, this is
it's a good delivery. I don't like the line.
Yeah, I understand why, but okay. My issue is that this was also an issue with Vegeta going blue earlier. We don't get any power scene at all. We get an explosion cover, and then boom, Vegeta's in his next form. Like, not even in like the last Dragon Ball episode was Goku Black vs Reverse Flash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like even that one, we actually get a scene like Goku Black catches Reverse Flash and then powers up. We actually see it happening. Here, the Vegeta's power-up scenes are obscured by explosions, which I guess, I mean, it's...
I guess for Ego,
but...
For Ego, it kind of works, because upon its first introduction, it appears in like a pillar of purple fire.
Okay.
I don't know, it's weird. Ego sucks. Anyways.
Also, the hand-drawn here is... Hand-drawn's really good.
Yourself feel fear.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, now that hit felt meaty.
Oh yeah, like... Because Ultra... I don't Dragon Ball, but from what I remember now, it says Ultra Ego is about taking hits and dishing the power back, yeah?
Ultra Ego is like... each hit Vegeta takes in the form makes him stronger. But it's not like he's immune to taking the hits.
So that makes sense here. He just took like a couple of hits from Mjolnir, so...
Such as yourself feel fear.
He's essentially sending all that power right back, so of course it's gonna be a big hit. Which leads into... I believe a lot of people talked about this one. Vegeta just spends...
That's Hakai.
Yeah. And it's just like... Vegeta just spends a good chunk of this part of the fight just dominating Thor. Like, it goes on for a little bit too long, actually. Though, from what I've heard,
fine with it.
That's accurate to Dragon Ball. Vegeta does something really cool for a while, and then usually gets his ass handed to him, yeah.
That's basically Vegeta's fights, yeah. His fights boil down to watch Vegeta do his thing for a while before he ends up eating shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's another actual bit of a sprite error here that yeah, there's a bit of a sprite cropping error if you notice near the bottom there.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's there for a brief second, but unlike other examples of like a brief sprite error, this one lasts a little longer, so most of the time you'll be able to see it usually. Then we get into another delivery.
No fear, only fucker!
Okay, that's a cool line. I don't think that makes sense by technicality. It's like, do you feel fear? No fear, only thunder. I don't think I feel thunder really works. I mean, but
yeah, I mean, you can't physically reach out and touch thunder.
I mean, Thor
so
can.
Impossible
but
to feel it.
Honestly, they should have. I think this is like Warrior's Madness. Well, at least this episode's version of it. So honestly, Rage would have worked better. Honestly.
Honestly, I just wanted to hear him say, "I'll kill you. I'll kill you dead."
But yeah. Also, Thor's. I don't remember if this is Warrior's Madness or whatever, but this is I really like the whitish blue outline he has. It really feels like he's empowered by the electricity. It's really well done.
Reminds me of the thing from the MCU he has.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why it's funny seeing Vegeta skip across the line like that.
1 skip, 2 skip, 3 skip.
And then we're about to reach the finale, the climax.
All you will feel is oblivion!
Question,
That's a reference to Team 4-star abridged.
Is the Oblivion thing only DBZ abridged?
It might appear somewhere in the anime, but honestly, here it's more so referencing abridged, yeah.
I mean, Oblivion's a cool line. But yeah. Okay, I will say that's my favorite delivery of the episode. The Lanny saying the first part of Final Flash with that like echo, with all that like Vegeta rage in it. Like that is such a good delivery.
Hmm.
And then we get to Thor's delivery here.
Feel heaven's wrath!
It feels weak.
Yeah, it feels a lot weaker compared to like the delivery back in Thor vs. Wonder Woman was like a lot better.
Also, this is the first instance we're getting of the God Blast in Death Battle.
Yeah.
And like just it really looks like nothing.
Yeah. Wasn't the God Blast like a big wave aura too, expanding from Thor? Like an expanding orb of energy? But anyways, but yeah. Also, seeing it from space, this reminds me a lot of Fighters' like dramatic finishes, and I like it a lot.
Oh yeah, like if you end the fight with like a beam, it shows it like just flying off.
Yeah, but the second part of Lanny's delivery doesn't sound like it actually finished. He says like, flash. He says fla, but doesn't say the sh part.
Maybe it's obscured.
Yeah.
I can barely hear the end of it.
Yeah. And then we get to here, which
I honestly thought this was a fake out to me.
I'll play it, the clip.
Because the music stopped.
Yeah, unlike like Madara vs. Aizen as well as Tundra vs. Jonathan, the music still went on at least somewhat. Like Aizen vs. Madara, the music kept going. Tundra vs. Jonathan, the music slowly died a little bit, but not enough. Here, it sounds like it's like the actual end of the song. And then it just kicks in again the moment you grab Vegeta by the face. This is by far the best fake out they have ever done for the show. Like, I dead-ass thought Vegeta was gonna win for a bit.
Same.
Yeah,
that saddens me.
Because I actually listened to the track later. They actually have the track. The track doesn't have this long of a pause. They purposely had it so that the track, they edited the track for the fight itself where there's a longer pause.
If only they could have done something like this for Jack versus Afro.
Yeah. But also, honestly, just Thor surviving it like this is just the most Thor thing possible. And, oh yeah, Thor's hand on here. It's so good. Holy
that looks so good.
It's incredible. Like, not just the amount of detail, like, you can see the damage on Thor. I really like how the edges of his eyes are, like, red, like, bloodshot from how much damage he's taken. Like, this is one of the best examples of hand-drawn we've ever seen on the show. This is so cool.
I don't know. I think that hand-drawn bit of Ryuko we got in Zatanna versus Scarlet Witch is better.
Wait, yeah, kidding aside, I can't stand it up. This is such a good hand-drawn.
It is.
And like, even though he's still grabbing by the face, Vegeta's not giving up here.
I like him trying to use Hakai, but it not doing anything.
Yeah. And Thor says the line.
Always aim for the head.
Okay, I like it, but Thor, if you were not, do you not remember when Vegeta blasts you here? That seems like
you're looking straight into it.
I think that's aiming for the head, if you ask me, Thor.
Oh, most certainly.
Okay, also, this is something a couple of people pointed out, but this bit here looks like Vegeta's like trying to throw Thor before Thor just knows him and drags him downwards.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Also, wait, go back a little tiny bit. Oh, never mind. Well, wait, this also brings up one bit of continuity. How the fuck is Mjolnir in the water?
I'm gonna assume that Thor probably dropped it after taking the final blast to the face.
I guess, but it still feels really wrong.
I mean, at least the hammer's done better than a certain other fight.
Oh. Oh, that took me a second.
Yeah, and also, this leads into I think this is arguably one of those creative ideas for the death in the series, despite how simple it is. Also, the fact I find it funny how well the hand drawn is of Thor grabbing Vegeta by the face. Like, there's so much detail in this, it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really well done. Like, another animation here. Look at the water.
Oh, yeah.
It's a small thing, but
I noticed that on my first viewing. Like, I don't think that's how reflections work.
Yeah.
There's Vegeta. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, like, this is a really good Thor shot here. Like, that death, it's really well done. Like, we've, so far, 4 episodes we've had, we have had no disintegration deaths yet. I'm so happy for that.
Was her death cause disintegration?
Nah, she was like gunned down, impaled, and then blown up by a missile. We actually see her head later, so I don't think that really counts.
Alright.
Yeah, like this, and like that thunder, the thunder that cracks around here, really well done. Like, actually lights up Thor's Sprite there, which is a really neat little detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with that said, okay, what frame do we leave this? What frame should we leave it on?
Them power struggling?
Like maybe around the first, I'll say like, yeah, I'll put it on like the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, with that said, like, all that then done, overall, like, yeah, there's a lot of noticeable errors and issues with the episode, but it's not too much to the point that I'd be, like, overly annoyed with it.
I think it does some things in the episode well enough, but it's weird for me to describe, but, like,
this is honestly what I expected from a fight for Thor vs. Vegeta. Like, honestly, the main complaint people have about there not being enough destruction, I honestly don't think you don't need a lot of destruction to just do a good fight.
I kind of wanted a beam struggle between the Final Flash and the God Blast.
Yeah, that could honestly work too. Then we wouldn't have gotten the amazing fake out, which is I honestly, the fake out is absolutely the highlight of the episode. But yeah, with that said, like, other stuff, pacing honestly felt pretty alright to me. Like, only issue with pacing was, like, Vegeta overly, like, being down on Thor with Ultra Ego, but then again, that's like you told me how Dragon Ball fights work, for Vegeta at least, yeah?
Yeah. Dragon Ball fights with Vegeta specialize in him being able to, I guess, taunt over his opponents. like style on them. It's what Vegeta specializes in.
Oh, one of my friends told me that anytime Vegeta had pointed to himself that he'd take the L in the fight.
I know there's one example where that doesn't happen, but I can't think of it.
But yeah, what that like, and okay, vocal performances. Lanny, as always, does a fantastic job as Vegeta. Like, the only issue is, like, you don't like it when they do the abridged voice actors for outside of a bit, which is just your personal issue.
No, my personal issue is when they don't. Wait, fuck, I'm done.
But yeah, like, even with your little issue aside, still, Lanny's vocal performances are always on point.
Yeah. Like, he is a good voice actor.
Yeah. As for Jonas Scott, it actually honestly, they shouldn't, even though it's like kind of funny in some areas and it works, I honestly don't think they should have gone with the old English type of speaking for Thor. And some of the deliveries were like a little off game compared to Thor versus Wonder Woman, which is, that's actually kind of depressing, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, he does do a lot of deliveries here, don't get me wrong, but honestly, it just felt a little weaker, that's all. And as for the big thing, the fight back, Princes of Pride.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic song. It's my favorite track of the season, too. It is so good.
They have a Dragon Ball episode of Death Metal that has bad music.
Well, at least we're the ones that have a custom track, but yeah, like all of the custom Dragon Ball tracks are fantastic. Yeah, with
like, there's not really much to say.
What would you give the episode?
I give this a broken marriage out of 10.
Oh my god.
Okay, but seriously, probably like a 7.
Yeah, 7
solid.
Honestly,
I like it.
For this. Like, it's a serviceable episode. Does a lot of stuff really well. Has a couple of errors here and there, but honestly, it's a good episode overall. I'm not calling it bad by any means. Like, sure, you could have done better in some parts, but it's a good episode regardless.
And
with that in mind, we'll now hop over to the next time, which is.
I almost disconnected. I forgot we talked about the next time.
I mean, I'm fine with this matchup. Like, I don't follow these like very much. I don't follow their series that much, but I get the match. I'm expecting Omni-Man to just destroy Homelander here. What about you?
I don't have a problem with the match, honestly, because I'm not like invested in either series. Like, Omni-Man seems cool. Homelander is fine.
Yeah,
I think the fight can at least be interesting, but it feels weird to get a superhero episode right after a superhero episode.
They're also both Invincible and The Boys started as comics before like getting their show adaptation. So
we've had 5 comic episodes done.
The thing is, The Boys is actually also part of Image Comics, like the same company as Spawn. With that in mind, though, the fact that we're not too familiar with either series means that we'll be going into it with a more blank, neutral slate, so I'm actually kind of excited for it. So yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. As always, we'll be back in like 2 weeks or something, but yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!
See ya!